Hello, hello, hello. It is Kim from Dynamite Lifestyle, and I suppose I just wanted to drop a video because I haven't been live or on video at all throughout my trip. And I just thought I would pop up a little video to give you guys a bit of an insight of where we are currently and a few thoughts, I suppose, that have been crossing my mind. So first and foremost, look at this setting. Isn't that incredible? Most gorgeous blue water and white sands, and we're in this lovely little house bungalow here, as you can see. So we're currently in Ko Tao, which is one of the islands on Thailand. You have to excuse the hair and all the rest of it, but yeah, this is how I'm looking most days. But I suppose this is the first day that we've actually had sunshine, which is a pity, but we've been definitely making the most of it. And it really, when I seen everybody jump out of their rooms and straight to the beach today, it really reminded me of how heavily we are influenced by outside circumstances. And hopefully you'll be able to hear me past the waves, but I really want you to think about what feelings drive you each and every day. Now, you probably know a little bit of the sort of things that I do. This is not a video for me sitting on a beach saying you can make all the money in the world and ask me how to do it and I'll show you how to get rich. Yes, I can teach you how to make money. That is absolutely doable. But I don't just teach you how to pull money out of the sky or to do a quick rich scheme online business. It's nothing like that. And a lot of people don't actually know what I do. So I thought as I'm traveling, I was going to give little snippets of information. And I suppose the best way to describe what I do is that I am a high performance mentor and expert in the field of psychology behind a successful mindset. Okay, I started off as a mental health nurse, as most of you know, working in psychiatry for about 7.5, 8 years. That's what I specialized in as a nurse. Got to the very high kind of level and then decided that I wanted more out of life. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole ins and depths of my story. I'll do that in other videos. But I'm now sitting, this is a working day for me. I'm now sitting on a beautiful beach. I have 8 times my salary. Again, that's not to bum and blow, but it's all down to mindset. And you hear this all the time on the internet. You see all these young people and other people traveling the world financially free. And I know that your first thought is, what a load of rubbish. It was my first thought. Now, I'm not saying that they're all good, and I'm not saying that you should run out and try them all. In fact, I think you should be very cautious. But it doesn't matter what system you have, it doesn't matter what business you have, it doesn't matter what network marketing company you are, you have to have a mindset. And you have to have a mindset for success. And believe it or not, you can actually program your mind to be successful. You can program yourself to attract all of the things that you desire that would make you profitable into your life, whether it is a relationship, whether it is improved health, whether it is improved sales, business, you name it. I work with corporations, I work with very high up entrepreneurs, I've worked with millionaires, I've even worked with billionaires. And it really doesn't matter what's in your bank balance. I started off with £4.20 to my name. And just under 2 years, I'm living a life on my terms, which is fantastic. So I know that you can do it. I've done it, but it all starts in here. Now that blew my mind the first time I heard that because I was a mental health nurse and I should know these things, but I did not understand what actual true well-being is. Okay, I think it's like the World Health Organization say that being well or health is the absence of disease and infirmity, and I just don't believe in that because you don't just not have to be sick to be well. Well-being is a state of mindset that we can actually go into and actually allows you to live a life of freedom. So whilst I'm not going to go into it all today, I want you to think about what would freedom be to you, okay? Because I have worked with people all over the world. Bob Proctor, who's my mentor, has worked with people all over the world and researched this for 57 years. And what we know is that people really seek freedom. Okay? Yes, they want money. Yes, they want a nice car. Yes, they want a house, holidays, whatever. I'm not really interested in that, believe it or not. I'm interested in building the true me that is inside, to live the fullest life, to be well, to feel vibrant, to feel healthy, to feel excited, to feel joy, to feel all these feelings. And then it's the feelings that allow me to tap into the things, okay? So let's take an example. If you really wanted to build your house, Or let's say to buy a fancy car, and you really want this. Well, I would actually stop to say you don't really want that. What you really want is the feeling of having it, okay? Nobody ever wants the perfect body. Trust me, I've been there. I've went through peaks and troughs of thinking that six packs were the answer and you'd feel awesome. It doesn't work, and they do not last, okay? So really what we're going after is the feeling. Now, if it's the feeling we're going after, you can tap in and out of that feeling at any point. In fact, you could feel right now what it would feel like to drive that car. You just have to close your eyes, you'd have to imagine being in the car, and you'd be able to bring out feelings of that, okay? You've probably had great happy feelings of receiving something in the past. You could borrow those feelings, you could bring them into the now. In fact, you could even feel absolutely awesome right now. If you were to think about maybe a loved one, a pet, or a situation, you can feel super happy. If you think of like your best friend or your little cat, or maybe it's your daughter, when you think about them right now, you feel really happy, okay? You can almost maybe have a little smirk on your face. Now, if I get you to think about somebody that's rubbing you up the wrong way, somebody that has hurt you, a situation that isn't going your way, you probably already just felt an instant drop, okay? Feeling is the most important part that you need to tap into to understand how to manifest the desire or success that you want, okay? So you can see now that you have complete control between a happy feeling and a not so happy feeling, okay? But yet so many people seem to think that they cannot help feeling the way they're feeling, when actually you can, because you've just demonstrated that to yourself. Now, where am I going with this? Well, if you wanted the car, if you wanted the house, it's actually the feeling you're going after, just like the diet. It's the feeling of being attractive, the feeling of feeling so healthy. It's not actually being, but it's the feeling that brings about the being. So, in order for you to have a sports car, in order for you to build a house of your dreams, you would have to think and be and act and walk and talk like a different person than you are right now. So if you look at maybe somebody who has the car, who has the life that you want, do you think like them? Probably not. In fact, I know that you don't, or you would already have it. So in essence, the key to achieving anything in life is to get into the feeling of already having it. Now, this is what we call putting you into alignment, okay? Your feelings are just another word for vibration. We are all vibrating on a super high level. Now, some people vibrate on a low level, hence why you get low results, poor income, poor health. You know, everything in that vibration just seems to knock one off each other. You hang around with other people that are broke, other people that are complaining, and then you find other people who are super high flyers, all their friends are the same, and they just never seem to, you know, nothing seems to go wrong. That's because they operate on a high frequency, okay? And I'm sure you've heard of the law of attraction. Well, actually, the law of attraction is the secondary law to the law of vibration. Law of vibration states that everything is moving and nothing rests, and that energy is either created or destroyed. Now, if we're energy beings, okay, we're made of energy, and we think on frequencies and vibrations, and we feel certain things, then what it means is that you attract what you are, and you attract into your life how you're feeling, okay? So if you feel sad, or you feel down, or you feel like everything's going wrong, what usually happens? Something else usually goes wrong, okay? If you start thinking and feeling and all these other amazing things, then everything starts to change. Now, here comes the tricky part, and this is the part that used to get me. Well, I can't help feeling, and I can't just pretend that I've got money in my bank account, or I can't just pretend. Actually, you can. There's a system that if you actually follow, you can start to trick your mind. And I'm not going to go into the subconscious and conscious mind today, but what I really want to get through to you is that everything that you want is already here. It's on a different frequency. You're right now listening to a low frequency, so let's say that's Cool FM, okay? You're not going to hear Radio 1 music. If you want to go up a level and you want to start attracting to you things that are in harmony with how you feel, so feeling of the car, and you want that car, you must have the feeling for it first. So you got to move into the higher frequency, and then suddenly you'll start to notice you attract opportunities, you attract people, you attract income, you attract lots of other things, okay? And then you eventually get the car. Now, Steve Jobs says, you know, you cannot work out the dots until you get there, and then you look backwards and it all makes sense. That's what Steve Jobs is talking about. You know, he never knew how to make the iPhone, but he stepped out and acted in his first impulse. And that is a story that I always talk about when I'm in meetings or if I'm in presentations, because you probably right now have a feeling inside you that wants to be more, wants to have more, wants this freedom, whatever that may feel to you. And I say, go for it. I say, follow the next step that is there for you. You don't have to work it all out. You're never going to know how. And the reason you don't know how is because you're on this frequency and the how is on this frequency. So this is what I do. I help people get onto the frequency of their goal. Hearing this for the first time, don't feel overwhelmed by it, okay? I would actually love to speak to you about it. I'd love to speak and just hear about what it is that you want. When I first heard this, even though I'd worked in the mental health science field for so many years, I didn't understand that you could do all of these things and start to think on different levels and start to attract anything that you want into your life. Until my back was against the wall, I had no money, I'd come out of a bad relationship, I hated myself, I didn't think I was good enough, I didn't think I was lovable, and I was in a really, really dark place. So, you know, I had no choice, and I knew that I didn't have a plan, I knew that I couldn't work it out, but I knew that there was another guy called Bob Proctor who did, and he understood a lot better than me. Now, I was skeptical. Did I really believe it at the start? I wasn't sure, but I decided, and that's the most important part, I decided to go and figure out, well, I want to learn about this stuff because it fascinates me. I've been working with this company for over a year. I've created a life for myself that at the start was beyond imaginable, and I'm now changing lives all over the world, which is brilliant. But again, this isn't about me, it's about you. So what I want to really focus on, and I want you to think about, is what is the feeling that has been pulling at you and has been nudging you for so long and that you've been ignoring? Because I know it's there, and you probably don't want to admit it's there, but you know it's there. And the problem is it keeps pulling because you're not acting on it. You're not trying to figure out what is this. And the more you ignore it, it's still energy and it's still a feeling. And when you suppress that, energy must move from one form to the other. When you suppress that, it turns into ill health, disease, because it's disease of vibrational harmony. It turns into sore stomachs. It turns into depression. It turns into anxiety. It builds up into all this more of what you don't want, okay? And then you just blame yourself. So I know what I'm talking about. I have changed my life. I have changed lots of my clients' lives. And if you ever want to speak to them, please just drop me a message. I'll let you freely talk to them. And I know it can work for you. So whilst this was a video to give you information, I also want to give you an opportunity, and that is just to click on the link below this post, find out a little bit more about me, but most importantly, there is an hour's free training from Bob Proctor on that. And if you watch that and you still don't believe that there could be something in this for you, then that's okay. You just go about, keep doing what you're doing, keep getting what you're getting ultimately. But I totally and utterly want you to sit down, and if any of it strikes you, if it resonates with you at all, then please fill out the application form and let's just get on a call. It's just an hour's phone call. I'll be here on the beach or somewhere else, and let's talk. Let's figure out what it is that you want, okay? So it's as easy as that. This is a totally risk-free option, and I would love to speak to you. So that is me over and out. I should probably go and do some snorkeling. But it's been lovely speaking to you. I really hope I get to meet you one day and get to speak to you on the phone as soon as possible. All right, take care. Peace out.